we are here to do some word game behind the scenes with guest star Caitlyn.
Wow,
So
hyping me up.
yeah, so the word game is a complex machine of lots of different parts working to produce a new game every day that's played by a real person and that you can play against. So we wanted to do a deep dive into all the steps that go into making that happen. And so we have Caitlyn here, who we're going to have her go through the process of creating a game that could be played against. And we like to think that we've made it pretty simple to kind of keep this game running and to make new games. So the goal is to be able to explain it to Caitlyn, who's fresh eyes.
This is definitely explaining this to me like I'm 5 years old. The Office.
Yeah.
What is the surplus?
Yes, Caitlyn has never seen this interface. I still don't know if we know if she's played the game or not. She hasn't said she has, so I'm assuming no.
I have
Tested it.
not. I tested it. Yeah, I was like, I feel like the main tester. Like I played it a few times before you actually released it, but admittedly, which makes me a bad coworker, I have not played the launched game.
Well, you've got 70 more days, so.
Yep.
Perfect.
All right, so we're gonna do two things here. We're going to have Caitlyn create a brand new game, then we're gonna also have her approve a previously played game. So kind of what we call, Michelle, like the baking show where like the pie comes out of the oven right once we put it in, kind of thing. So we'll see both ends of what we do on the admin interface here.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay. So let's first try to we're going to do the new game and schedule. So maybe you can open both of those in new tabs. Yeah, maybe you can just start doing things, Caitlyn, and we'll kind of chime in with some details and pause. And if you have questions, please ask before you click something, even though you can't do too much wrong. So
I love that.
I guess I'll start by explaining that WOD stands for Word Opponent of the Day, because before we named it Words Against Strangers, we had some other things going, and so the opponent was called the WOD. So when you see WOD, that's what that's referring to.
Stranger. WOD and stranger are now synonymous.
Yeah. And go ahead and click that button because you don't have too many other options. So we wait a second and
couple seconds. It'll work.
I see
believe.
errors in that terminal.
Oh no.
I think we broke it.
Oh.
Yes.
Broken. Why? Okay.
Oh, just try it again.
Round 3.
Round 18. Don't
always edit.
Don't.
I can always put my intro and then start it wherever. Anyway.
There we go.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so that was probably because we can restart the server, and it's the server-side stuff. Okay, so I will also say that we've hidden the emails. So there's a real email underneath there, which we don't know because it's random. But the status message does check our Supabase database to tell us that they have not, in fact, played a game yet. So we're going to just confirm that this person is the next one. And that's all that's happening here. Oh, also that's pulling from our newsletter sign up. So it pulls a random newsletter every time you click that button. But that's too much information than you need, so we can keep going.
You know me, I'm a big fan of too much information that I need in general. So.
Okay, Michelle, maybe break down this step real quick.
Yeah.
This
so
is
now
the meat of it.
We've chosen a stranger who will get to play the game by themselves and then eventually become the stranger of the day.
Yeah.
And we need 4 clues for them to play the game. So this is where we generate those clues. And this is kind of just a shortcut for us when we're here to come up with some options of clues. You can see if you click any of the refresh buttons, like it'll just generate a clue that is easy, medium, and hard. And that's determined. That's a good one. That's determined by how many possible answers they are, which, as we've discussed at length, it's pretty hard to basically approximate how easy, medium, or hard a clue actually is. Sometimes, like the clue, like for example, I've heard a lot that the clues with like exact numbers of letters, like 9 letters, like that probably has like 30,000 possible answers, and that would
That
make
one
it
right
like
there.
easy. Yeah, like
Yeah, the 10 letter one is a
10
perfect
letters,
example.
24,000. Like, so that's technically easy, but I think that's actually, we've learned that that's actually sort of a hard clue. So these are just kind of just shortcuts for us to more just get how many possible answers there are. Sometimes ones with fewer answers are actually easier, but we like to just have a balance. So yeah.
Oh, and I'll add, so the status message, so played means it's already been used. We can reuse them, but we haven't had to yet because there's so many possibilities. And the waiting for WAD means we've used this one to send out to another potential stranger, but they haven't played the game yet, so we might not want to use that one either. So, Caitlin, I'd say let's keep we will kind of select these a lot until the game feels right. So I'd say keep going until you see ones
Ideally where they're all
you're like,
never
this would be a
played.
good game. Yeah.
I have a question. Remind me as I'm doing this what I like that one. What data set, like what dictionary data set you use to like feel this?
So we're using a combination of things, but primarily the Scrabble dictionary and I forget what the COCA word corpus, which is has like usage frequency, which is how we're also scoring, doing the points for how common a word is. So those are the data sets. And then we also have a rhyming data set from Rhyme Muse, Data Muse. Okay, let's get into our gamesmithing because
okay, I like this one, but maybe there's a reason why this is not a good
the
game.
first one?
Yeah. Way too hard?
Challenging. Yeah.
Challenging.
I mean,
yeah.
Depends. Like it's all about the feel. Like I think Michelle, we've both made a lot. So like we have different feelings of like, oh, should you start with a really hard one, start with an easy one? Like, where do you want to put them? Does this one feel easier or hard to you? There's no real right or wrong answer, but if you're liking it, then
I'm gonna switch up maybe one. I like because it's a similar format. The third one is like similar format to the first. It's actually like a combo of like the first and the second. Actually, these are all a combo of each other. Isn't that the point? I'm gonna shuffle the first one. I like ending with an adjective. I don't love this one, but I'm like fine with it. This one is staying.
We haven't done that many 3-part clues. We've done a couple.
Yeah, we usually stay away from those ones.
I think if it feels right, then it's good. But sometimes the 3-part ones can feel a little too much.
Yeah.
So
all right, we're keeping 1 and 4, but I'm going to shuffle this one.
Great.
All right. Ooh, at least 12 letters. That's really tough.
Pretty long. But there are 20,000 answers. But that's hard. I usually just kind of think like, I'll just think about like, can I think of 3? Like, what are the first 3 things I would put for this? And if I can't think of anything for a while, then it's probably kind of hard.
Yeah, because you don't want to scare, if we're thinking about we want people to come back and play this game, we don't want to scare them with like the first clue being impossible.
It's fun to have an occasionally like pretty hard one. But yeah, mostly it's fun if they're easy and you're both like going at it.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, this is great. Contains IN is staying.
Third one's tough.
Third one 9 letter. Yeah, let's do. I'm gonna do a hard shuffle on this one. Rhyme with routing. That's kind of not bad because it's a rhyme, which is a little different.
Yeah, this has a nice variety here. Like a rhyme, it contains.
Wait, what?
It'll be a mad dash at the end because that last one is that's a lot of possible answers for the last one. I mean, it's just adjective. So
I kind of like that though. I feel like we haven't. That one comes up all the time, and we always don't do it. But
you're right.
It might be time to do it. I think this
I like
is good.
Right, ship it.
I like this.
Ship it. Okay, so hit confirm. And what that's going to do is it's saving some files with the answers basically that are valid for each of these clues so that when people play against it, you can check it against kind of an answer key, like, or like a word list. Like, is the word you just guessed valid for this clue?
Got it.
Yeah, and it's putting all that up on our server. So then the stranger will be able to play right away.
The
WAD. Yep.
And then this is the last thing. All you have to do is click a button, but it just kind of lists the things it does, which is those 3 things there. So what just happened very fast was it created some files on S3. It updated our Supabase database with some different Booleans in terms of the status of the game. And then someone just got an email. We don't know who, but they just got an email to go play the game. And now we wait for them to play the game. And that is where we now go to our scheduler. That's the next step. So
okay.
I'm gonna go back
Should I like reset this again?
So, no, just go to localhost 3000 again, and it'll make you log in again, and then.
Yeah, it was just some weird thing you had going on with multiple tabs. That
I don't know why that was weird. Nice. Okay, so now this is where that email got sent to someone. They're probably going to take a couple days to play it. But if you go to schedule, you can see how we track basically all those games that we send out. So they can fall into a couple categories. That top one, that is the game that is. Oh yeah, they're all redacted. Great. I was like, wait,
they're all protected. Yes, all the emails again are redacted.
Okay, they're all redacted. So there's a game that's live right now. You can see the release date is the 19th of October. So that's today's game. And then the ones in the on deck column, those are ones that have been scheduled, like they've been played by the stranger. We looked at everything, we approved it, and then we scheduled it. So those are the games that are going to go for the next 4 days. And then besides that, there's all these other ones. So if they have no color, that means that, and they say waiting on the flag. So that's like the one we just sent out is that top row. So we created it today. We're waiting for them to play. Once they play, it'll turn yellow, like the third row. So that person that was sent out yesterday on the 18th, and they have played, but approved is false. So we can go approve that, and we'll do that in a second. The third type is these red ones. Those are ones that have been sent out more than a week ago. So those were created on the 11th, the 10th. And so then we kind of delete them so that we can still use those clues. And then sometimes they email us and they're like, it basically means then their link that they get is expired. And if they email us and say, wait, I wanted to play, then we just make them a new game. But if they don't, then we just say, okay, you took too long.
Got it.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and prove that top yellow one. You click the update button, and this has all the details, which hopefully should all be stuff that we eventually put public. So this is okay that we're showing it. So
scroll back to the top.
Very top. So this is all coming directly from we're using Supabase. And whenever we modify something in here, we have an approve button at the bottom, and it immediately kind of like syncs up with it. So we actually do editing in here. So Caitlyn, you're going to be the editor. So go to the very top again.
What do you mean by very top? The very top, like this?
There.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, good.
So scroll down to the first input field, which is name. So we've been lowercasing that's our style for some reason. We just ended up doing that. So everything's lowercase. So yep, that's good. Bio. So this is where we make the most edits, which is at the front. The landing page has like a tiny little thing about the person. And so we kind of edit it down to be what they wrote, but in a very short format. Because again, this is pulling verbatim from our database. So you can take a stab at it, or Michelle, you can help because I know you've done.
So you just want a sentence basically that is the thing that's going to be there. And the main limitation is that we have a character limit that it needs to fall under, so that it looks good with all the tilting and all the blocks that we have on that page. So you'll find that you might hit up against the character limit, but we just try to make it beautiful. The last, we don't usually put the name. We just say, because what it'll end up looking like is it'll say like one person a day gets to play, like today's person is Chase. And then it's like the last good movie he watched was Andor.
Is that a movie or a show? I know it's a Star Wars thing.
Oh, good. Yeah. Yes. The last good show he watched was Andor.
You can go
and lowercase Andor.
You get rid of that exclamation point. I don't know how good the show is, and it's definitely not in the title.
Yeah, we're serious.
We're serious. All lowercase.
And okay, so if they win, this is what the opponent sees.
Got it.
Nice. And we kind of just look at it, make sure everything's looking good, but let people say their thing. And then here is the gameplay. So every row here, if you scroll back to the top of this, oh, this person did pretty well, as we can see by the size of that scroll bar. So basically every row here is a word that they inputted during the game. So it records, so text is like the word they put. So, and you can see the clue was a verb that starts with D. So they put drink, drench, etc. That's all for the first round, round 0. And the other things, scroll to the top just so we can see. Oh, that second column is the number of points the word is worth. So as Russell said, like less often used words are double and more common words are 1 point. And then that timestamp is just like how many seconds into the round did they put that word, which we need to basically recreate the round when we play you against the opponent. And that is important in the blocking component of the game, because if whoever gets a word first gets the points for it. So if, like, for example, you play it against this opponent and you put destroy or whatever, you put destroy, but you put it at 20 seconds in, you would not get it, they would get it. But if you put destroy in 6 seconds in, they're actually not going to get points for this word. So we can then replay basically the timing of the game. And scrolling through this, like, this person got a lot of words, which is great.
They did good. Yeah, and here, honestly, we're really just making sure it doesn't look like they cheated. That's real, because like we already have other checks in place. So really, it's to make sure looks real. Like that's why the timestamps are helpful, and just the sheer number of words, and everything looks kind of fine. So we can just go to the bottom, and this one's gonna be tough, man.
Yeah.
We have that nice little floating checkbox.
Love it.
And I say we can go ahead and prove it. So click the checkbox and then you hit save. And it makes sure everything is mirrored to our Supabase. And now if you scroll down, you'll see that it's proved is now true on that one. So if we want to go ahead and schedule it, actually scroll up to see what our latest date is on the schedule games. It's the 23rd. So we want it to be on the 24th. So let's make that happen.
Easy.
Boom.
Boom, and there it goes up to that on deck section.
Very quick.
And that's it. That's how we make a game in a nutshell. Thank you, Caitlyn.
Oh, one more thing though. Well, the last part of the process is every day. So that's the current live game, because its release date is the 19th. Every day, a cron job is run. I'm probably going to mess this up, and Russell can just say it after I say it. A cron job runs that updates basically what the current game is to be the one that has today's date on it, basically. Anyway, every day it switches. This cron job switches over the live game to be the one that has today's date as the release date. So then all the data that pipes into the website that you play against and whatever is now the data for the next day's game. And so we have all that data stored, and we just need to know, like, what game do we need to look at, what words, what clues, all that. And that just automatically changes every day. So if we schedule out like 2 weeks, like, we can just not look at it for 2 weeks, and it'll switch over the game every day.
Love it. So it happens automatically with the cron job.
What
is the dashboard?
That's a dashboard for our internalized only that have more specific stuff around the gameplay. I didn't vet that before we did this recording, so I don't know if we should actually go there or not.
How many games are being played and who's winning and stuff like that.
Got it. Makes sense.
It's very exciting, though. Maybe that
I love it. Video. This was awesome. I think it's. I mean, you guys know how I feel about the fact that this was like so different. I mean, we've done like different formats other than like a traditional like narrative data journalism-esque story on the pudding. We've done that a ton. We've done quizzes, we've done video, we've done a lot of stuff. But I feel like this was the first, if not one of the first times that we actually built like a product. Like this is a product. This is like a dashboard that an admin would use. It's a game. So I just like I'm glad that you guys asked me to do the behind the scenes because it's really interesting how you all built this and this whole back end for it.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Thank you, first of all. And then second, I just thought potentially a good way to end this time is if you go to pudding.cool/game/words against strangers and play the game for your first time ever.
What? I feel like, oh my gosh, what is it? Is it all words against strangers?
With a dash for the word, like in between each word.
You can also just go to the pudding and find the
And now you
link.
can
Let's go to the
see.
pudding. Let's
Okay,
share
yeah,
the
just go to the
name.
pudding.
Let's
I just like saying
Who's
the
coming
full
up? I
thing.
always
It rolls off the tongue.
I always like to guess who. It's Jan. Yep. Okay.
Okay, nice. And now you can
Awesome.
see all the stuff that you did, so that you did gets put in there. Is it there?
I'm gonna do my personal. I'll do my work email. Cool. Subscribe now. Confirm.
We can decide whether or not to keep this in, but I just personally want to be here.
We might want to. I'm going to. Yeah. I'll give me 2 seconds. I'm going to. I just got the email. I'll do it on my phone. Confirm.
You do not have to subscribe, by the way.
I do.
But
I want to. I actually want to send it to my friends because all my friends were definitely like, I don't know if this is good to include or if we're allowed to, but they were definitely on the Wordle wave, and I keep meaning to send it to everyone to do every day. They'll love it. I'm friends with a bunch of geeks.
Yeah, you got it.
You're totally allowed to talk about Wordle.
Yeah. Okay, and added to my address book. I don't think there'll be an issue there. Okay, so I'm subscribed.
Okay. So now you can play. Well, maybe just check out the rules first, just to make sure you know all. You mostly know the rules, but just in case.
Yeah, no, I like the spirit of the exercise. Goal: score more points than the stranger in 4 1-minute rounds. Gameplay under as many words as satisfy a clue. Starts with a okay. Yes, I remember all this. Oh, awesome. Walking. Obscure, more points. Yep. Okay. No proper nouns. No hyphenated words. No variations. Okay. Awesome. I remember all this being a tester. All right, this is great. Yeah, I was gonna go and play it anyway, so I'm terrible at thinking on the spot. So
you got it. We can help you. This opponent is good. So
Dozer is beating everyone. So yeah, you're gonna lose. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay, thank you.
just
I feel like if people don't know me and Russell's relationship, they'd be like, it's just like, no, you're gonna lose. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Noun contains ooh. Wow, that's really tough. Yeah, God. Oh, okay, wait. I'm forgetting how to spell. Don't help me. No, don't help. This is terrible already. Don't help me. I don't even know.
You keep almost typing words that are valid.
I won't give you any suggestions.
Yes, keep going. No. No, but do a different letter at the end.
Okay.
Okay, a different letter at the beginning. You keep typing words that basically are right. Yeah. You got it.
No, stop making fun of me. It's so bad. Well, I don't even know what it is. Oh no.
I thought you were typing iota. And then, yeah, I think that's what you were thinking.
Biology. I feel like you need to get the I feel like you have to get the, like, when I thought it was OI, I was like, oh, that's easy. I feel like you got to get the, like, biology, biome. Anyways, that's what I'm trying to say. All right, that was a big failure, but let's try again.
Okay, you got this. Let's just try to get more than, you just improve each round.
Okay. Oh,
you.
You're so much more supportive than I am, Michelle.
Just don't freak out. Just stay calm. You got it. You know the answer. Beautiful. Stick with QU. You can get a couple more.
Yeah. Q.
What do you say when you're in the UK and you need to get in line?
Oh, Q. That's a good one. Yep. Good.
I like the approach of try all the different stems.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, that was a good one.
Dozer beat you to it.
Okay.
That was good.
You did improve. You got 2 that
so you got
round.
1, now 2,
Nope.
and then you're gonna get 3 this round. We got it. Although the third round is really hard. The third round is hard.
I'm pretty sure I got 0 on the 3rd round this today.
Oh God,
Okay.
I really hit a block.
IO is hard. Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
I'm ready.
But I think Caitlin's going to crush this round because
Oh
who
no,
knows how
I appreciate.
different brains
Go
work.
for it.
I did say at the beginning I don't think well on my feet. So, whew, 9 letters. Noun contains H. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Contains H. 9 letters. Oh my God. Cool. No, that's 6.
Go longer. Just think longish words.
Yeah.
Maybe have an H in it.
Dictionary. No, that doesn't have an H in it.
That
Why would
was better though.
Long words that have an H. This is so bad.
Ooh.
Thankful.
Yes, that was great. Okay, but how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah,
6. So
8.
thinking.
Thinking. That might be it. No.
No, it needs one more letter.
Thinking. No. No. Hamburger.
Mushrooms.
Hamburger was good. Hamburger was really good. All right. Russell said you didn't get any on that round. I don't feel too bad.
Yeah,
even though
that was a very hard round. I think this last round, if your goal is to get 3, I think you totally got it.
Okay.
Got it.
They have 4. Wait, the opponent has 45 words.
Yeah.
45 points, but yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
you can get up to Here we go. This is gonna be your round. Let's go ham on this round. Let's see where we can. I won't help you, but I'm just encouraging.
Okay. I'm ready. Okay.
You got this.
there's definitely you have the possibility.
Give, go, goat, graph, grid, grids. Oh, okay, we can't do that. Oh no, don't get it. Grapple. What's grapple? Isn't that a word?
Oh yeah, just
it's 2 L's like that.
No,
okay. I don't care.
Okay, that was a good one.
Oh, LE. Okay, yep. I don't know why. Great, grateful. That was good. Great. Gourd. No, guard.
I like the seasonality though.
Yes, I know you love gourd.
2 points.
Girl, girlfriend, girls, guys. All right.
Nice.
Oh.
Strong 4th round.
Strong
round.
4th round. Wait, where do I get? Okay.
You scroll.
Where do I get?
So okay, there are a lot of
missed
things to look at. First, if you scroll all the way down, you can see your tower versus Dozer Tower, which maybe isn't very encouraging, but you can see the recap of the game. Very fun.
Okay, this person was really good. Wait, we're taking a moment to look at non-violent. That's crazy. Violent. Okay,
what was that for?
That
was for IO.
Really good on the first round. Yeah, the IO is really good. I mean, they did really good on every round, but like the IO,
man, they beat you after the first round.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh no. Okay, great. Don't look at this anymore. But then you can see your record overall. So you coming in a little late, but you'll see every game you played on there and your record. And then I think there's something else at the top. I forget.
Okay. Dozer beat you. Play more frisbee.
That's her
frisbee.
Plug.
It must
She's
be
my teammate.
Yeah. Tell her that she destroyed me.
Not a stranger.
This is awesome. This is really fun. Actually, now I feel more. Admittedly, and I'm not just saying this to justify. Like I said, I don't think well on my feet, and I never got washed up in the Wordle. I once threw a Scrabble board all over my living room because I was just like, this is so boring. So I've actually never been a word person. You can ask my mom about the Scrabble incident. And honestly, I think this shows how good it is because I want to keep playing and I want to get better. So there you go.
I love
Can
that.
only go up.
Thank you, Russell. As you remind me most days, we can only go up.
The other thing is there's a variety of opponents. Like sometimes the opponent's like really, really amazing, like really a ton of words. Sometimes it's a little more beatable. Like it's different every day. So you got to come back and see what you can
And
do.
you can practice. That's the nice thing. You can keep playing this until you beat them. So there's no, we won't record
Same
your
clues.
score anymore, but
yeah, same clues, and your score is always the first time you try.
Oh,
yeah.
and I also
So
see what we edited here. Their little bios.
Oh yeah, that's where that goes. Yeah, that's the context.
Yeah, I have a lot to say about the sponges versus hands situation. I didn't know people clean dishes with their hands. I was appalled by it when I first saw it. So tell Dozer we have a lot to talk about. She can teach me a little about words, and we can talk about the sponge versus hands debate.
Nice.